There is one mindset, one thing that you could remind yourself of that I think would improve your life by a lot, by really, really, really a lot. Just a second. When you can remind yourself of this thing daily, you will no more do those things that you end up regretting. When you can remind yourself of this more often throughout the day, you start to really savor life. You start to live a life that is authentic to you. And when you remind yourself this thing literally in every single moment, your life will just become kind of like a paradise. You will no more do those things that you don't want to be doing, and you will feel every single moment as if it was the last one. And that is actually the key. The key to live life to the fullest, at least that is what I realized on myself, is to remember death. Because without life there is no death. But because without death there is no life. But why is that important, right? And how do we remind of it? Do we remind ourselves of it so that we actually improve our lives? First of all, we both know why it is important. Most people run throughout their lives without ever thinking about death. And that is a big mistake, I think, because death is there. Only because we don't like to think about it, we shouldn't forget it, right? Whenever you play a game, you always know that there will be an end. And so you actually experience that game. You live it. You fully play it. You play as if it would come to an end. But most people don't live their life that way. Most people live their life as if they would live after their life, or they would somehow continue life in the hereafter. And I think that is not because they do not know that life will end, but because they do not want to think about it. I think that is a big mistake because of a simple reason. When I started thinking about death more often and asking myself a simple question every single day, what would I do if this was my last day, my last hour, my last action? Everything changed. So this is actually the trick for this video. And I don't want to believe me on my word, but what I've seen is that, and what I bet that will happen to you also, is that when I personally ask myself, what would I do if this was my last day? Everything changes. Everything. You know that girl that I would have feared approaching? No more fear, because it could be my last day. And you know that hard thing that I keep procrastinating? No more procrastination, because it could be my last day. And guess what? I will not just not procrastinate it, I will live it fully. And you know that other hard thing that, or for example, taking this ice bath that I kind of like fear every single day a little bit. No more fear. I enjoy it because it could literally be my last one. So that's the key. Try to remind yourself that everything you're doing could literally be the last one. That is literally what I remind myself of every single morning and every single evening and throughout the day, and it helps a lot. Don't believe me on my word. As I said, try it out and see for yourself if it helps for you or not. But I bet it will. It will change your life so much, bro. Just try it out. What would I do if this was my last day, my last hour, my last action? Anyways, I wish you all the best, bro. Hope this video helped you out, and if it did, make sure to like and subscribe. And yes, yeah, hopefully tomorrow.